Welcome back to Bee Loft by LipTech. Today's Saturday, May 24th, about 4 p.m., 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. We have lots of activity going on out here at the Madison Apiary. The 4 hives over there are just regular activity looking normal. This left hive here, 3 deeps, 2 mediums. They look like they might be ready to swarm. There's so many bearding outside. The other 3 hives here look normal. This second hive here, 2 deeps, 3 mediums, looks like it is might have a little activity, maybe some swarm cells. I have one split that we made the last time we were here. We're going to check into that and see if it's got a queen in it. We still have some activity there, so that's good to go. But we're going to get into this and see what it looks like. I'm probably going to start with the split begin with, and then we'll get into these hives because I still have a space to add into if I need to do so. All right, stay tuned. Look at Katie the dog rolling out. That's the neighbor's dog, not my friend's dog. Right, Katie? Are you on TV? On YouTube? She's looking for the ducks. I think she's killed one, biting at the bees. All right, let's get to the bees. Okay, so my initial opening here, the bees are looking good. I did see some pollen coming in. We got 2 frames here. Looks like they've been drawn on. Let me pull up this outside frame. Looks like they're just starting to pull comb on this one. Looking good. Yeah, there we go. Look at that comb there. And they're filling it with nectar. And looks like we got pollen. So yeah, that's looking good right there. Let me put this on the outside here for the moment. I don't see the queen. I didn't bring my queen pen. I probably should have, but that's okay. Let me get into this next one. If I do need to get it, I do have it not too far away. Pull this open. Oh yeah, we definitely have a queen. There's larvae all through this hive, or this frame. Right there. All over. Plenty of honey up top there. I might put these into a 10 frame box today. Depending on how things are going here. But that is looking good. We got eggs all over this side. Looking for the queen real quick. I do not see her. Back to this side. Do not see her. I'm just going to set this back in here. But the way this hive is going, they might need some more room. So a 10 frame box would not be bad for them. And actually, I'm probably going to put them in a 10 frame box and then move them to the new property in Brown County. Come back and seal them up at the end of the night. Oh my goodness. Looks like we had a gap down below. So they drew this extra comb. So I am going to have to get some rubber bands and fix that. So let me just put this back in and we'll worry about that later. Wow. Actually, I don't know if you got that. Actually, probably saw it. Let me. I'm going to pause the video and check and see if you saw that or not. Okay, so you did see that on the video. So we'll come back to this hive in a little while and fix that because I don't want that. They had too much of a gap down there, and they just drew the comb right through it. So see if I can save that comb, but they're doing well. So I'm just going to close these bees up, and we're going to move on to the other hives. And we'll come back to this one, like I said. Make sure we're not damaging the queen. There we go. Close this up for the moment. Okay, we're going to move over here. Now this hive's a little tall, so I'm just going to stop the video for the moment, and we'll come back in as necessary. So you can see on this frame here, they've drawn fresh comb. Here's the old comb, and then here's all the fresh comb they've drawn it out a little bit more. Same thing on this side. There's some old comb there, and then they drew fresh comb. And this honey's looking really good. They haven't started capping it yet, but you can see again, this is another frame that had empty next to it, and it hasn't been drawn out yet. So I might do some manipulations here, but it's looking good so far. Just the first box, so stay tuned. Okay, so I think this hive might have swarmed, or they had a supersedure. Here's a open queen cell right here, and it's full of honey on the boxes. This is the third deep, you know, so the top deep, and they are just packing it full of honey, big time. These frames are so heavy, really tightly packed here. Kind of misformed a little bit, but that's okay. Get this bee out of the way so I don't squish her. There we go. And I'm just going to go down to the next box and see if we have any queen cells, or if we have any larvae, because this hive is doing really well. This is all this comb's been drawn. A little bit older comb here, but this is all fresh comb here that they're drawing. It's looking really good. I'll put that back in here. Nice and gentle. This hive is busy. So I checked the swarm trap over there, did not find any bees in it. So I don't know if my lure, my lemongrass oil dissipated, or if the bees just don't like it this year. So let's get this box off. Oh my goodness, you can feel how heavy this box is, or I can feel it. You can hear me lift it, and it is full. Probably close to 80 pounds. All right, so here's a frame here. Let me pull you back around so I can see what's going on. So this frame here was a fresh one from this year that I added last time. And then we have some other frames, so let's see how everything goes here. I'm just going to go, it's hard to pick one to go with because it looks like they're expanding these a little bit. I think this one here, this fourth frame in, looks like I might be able to get it out without ripping open too much honey. Looks like it's got some spacing to it. These frames that didn't get drawn, and they've drawn the extra comb out into them, you know, they're hard to get out if you don't have a way to get that. Let's see if we got any. This is full of pollen. Yeah, all pollen here on this hive, this frame here. Let me just set this down here gently and check the next frame. Just going right in the middle of the hive. Been finding a lot of drones, and you know, adding the extra space, you think I would have kept them from swarming. So this is wet here. Let me get my magnifying glass out and see if I can see anything. I don't know if it's nectar or eggs. It's hard to tell. Kind of in the shadow here. I'm going to find a way to get the sun on this frame. I think we might have larvae. Yeah, let me go out into the sunlight. I'm going to pause you. Okay, so this frame does have some larvae in it. Let's see if we can get that on there. I think I saw it over here. So it does have a new queen. Yeah, there we go. I think that's larvae. So, good to see. So, I'm going to put this hive back together and we'll move on to the next one. Okay. So I'm in the next hive here, and it is doing really well. I got some drone brood in the middle super, and then here's the bottom super of 3, and it's got brood in it, and you can see that right there. Lots of pollen, pollen on this side, a little bit of brood, and then we got some drone larvae right there, which I'm going to look at here in a second because I want to make sure, see if there's any mites on them. I haven't seen any mites this year really when I pull these open like this. So let's pop this real quick while I have the camera running. I think I might split this hive. Stand this up here. Yep, we got a queen cell. Yep. We gotta spin you around here. Grab my pen. Right. Let's make sure I got the right side here. Right there is a queen cell that's forming. So this hive, I think, is getting ready to swarm. And then you can see our larvae right here. That was a bee, You can see right there all the different larvae. So let's see if we got any. Move this over here, back a little bit. We'll see if we have any mites in them. I'm going to grab my pair of tweezers that I carry with me. Sometimes it's hard to get things out of these pockets. Just do that. You have to be real careful grabbing because they burst open pretty easy. I don't see any mites on that one. I don't see any mites on that one. No mites on that one, so that's pretty good. And then we have some older drones here because this one's got the eyes are colorized. They're starting to colorize. So I don't see any mites on any of these. So that's really good. So now I just got to find a frame, make sure it has eggs on it. And I do have this queen cell here, but I'm going to look into this box and see if they have a queen cell and queen cells, or if there's a queen in here still and there's some eggs and larvae. So stay tuned. Okay, so I ended up taking a deep and a medium. Well, I took a deep off of this, 5 frames, put them over there. There were some queen cells, and then I put a medium on top of them just to give them the extra food. They have 5 frames to draw. This hive has 5 frames to draw. Hopefully the next couple weeks I'll get some bees, get some comb drawn or extracted, and then we can start sorting these out again. But we're going to move on to the next one. So this overflowing hive, I didn't see any queen cells. I only got down into the middle deep. So I ended up taking 2 splits out of it. It was packed with brood, so I took 3 frames from up here, 3 frames from down here, made the splits, and then I added an extra frame of food. So they have 4 frames to draw here and 4 frames to draw here. So hopefully these bees will get back in there and have a job to do. So I moved the 1 split there, 1 split in the new box right there, and then 1 split on the left hive here. The right hive, I still have to get out of there and frame up that comb that they drew, that burr comb. So I'm going to get to that shortly. I'm going to go check the other hives real quick and then keep on going here. Stay tuned. So I'm going to start on this left hive over here. This is the split we just made right here. And then I'll check these 2. These were ones that were weak last time, and then we have the one on the right. We'll see how they're all doing and wrap this up. Okay, this queen's showing she's doing fantastic here. All this drawn comb, or brood comb right here. I would prefer it to be down in the deep. And then we had a bunch of drone larvae right there in between the hive. Came out of this box right there. So I'm just going to keep on checking here real quick while you're with me. And we'll see what we got here. Looks like more brood on this one. Some drone comb popping up on that side. Pull this frame out. We got some honey out here on the edge. They're puffing it out. You can see that honey there. And then looks like we have